Good morning, Mr. Uber chats live from Melbourne, the world's most livable city and the best city in the world, with Michael Gallitz, Melbourne's #1 Uber driver, happily sponsored and looking good thanks to Bundara shirts and also Men's Club, the best jeans in the business, thanks to Phil at the High Point Men's Club. Mr. Uber chats this morning just on a bit of passenger etiquette with stops. Okay, if you're it's really good for you to put your stops in because Uber drivers don't get much money. Uber, the company, takes 30%, for those that didn't know. And if you don't add those stops in, Mr. Uber drivers, they don't get paid. So and we're more than happy to go to different stops if they're on the way. Now, we've had a lot of different stops in Mr. Uber's car. One at 3 a.m. at 7-Eleven for some cat food, but it was on the way and the young lady was in and out, and we're very happy to keep the pets alive and support them. Macca's runs, plenty of late night Macca's runs. Bit of etiquette there if you're going into Macca's and you've got the munchies, good idea to offer something to Mr. Uber, because usually the Macca's runs aren't in the stops and we aren't getting paid for them. So, a cheeseburger or a thick shake or maybe even a Coke to keep the Uber driver awake and going. And I'm quite happy to report that the majority of my passengers in the Mr. Uber car have very good manners and have offered me lots of different late night snacks and drinks, and unfortunately I have to knock most of them back because they don't involve carrots, but great, it's good to be polite and offer your Uber driver if you're doing a late night stop. If you tell the Uber driver the stop is on the way and then 17 minutes later you've diverted 3 times and it hasn't been put into the app, well, just bad form. So if you can please refrain from doing that. And also, if you're doing some dodgy deals, which sometimes happens in the Mr. Uber car, unfortunately, and we have to wait around for someone to get picked up or dropped off, or something else to get picked up or dropped off, we'd appreciate it if you could do that in your own time rather than the Mr. Uber time, because we don't want to be involved in that sort of activity. Really thank the people of Melbourne who've been in the Mr. Uber car for their really polite manners. It's great to hear please and thank you. And it's simple. Thanks for driving me. Thanks for picking me up. Thanks for being Mr. Uber. Uber and out.